really excited to show you the expansion of G Unit Film and Television through G Unit Studios right here in Shreveport. I got music.
You kind of should do that for Oprah, your dog.
I don't know if our relationship is to that point yet.
Really? How would you describe your relationship?
You're looking at it and you're saying that everything that's wrong with our culture is why I'm a success.
Wow.
So when I actually got a chance to talk to her, she was like, I never thought about it like that.
50 Cent has really made it big by opening his own G Unit Studios in Shreveport, Louisiana just recently. Now, the rumor is that Hollywood's heavy hitters, such as Tyler Perry and Oprah, who've been at the top of the game for ages, are taking notice.
He wrote his vision out because this is my little baby brother. He's my little big brother, because sometimes he's the big brother and sometimes I'm the big sister. And so I am like a proud big sister tonight.
With Fifth stepping into the ring, there's a new player in town, and it's got everyone wondering what moves he's got planned with his very own studio in the mix. Apparently, Tyler Perry and Oprah are feeling a bit uneasy about Fifth's latest move. With his new studio in the picture, they might be worried that their businesses could take a hit. Will Fifth be able to eliminate the unethical practices that certain Hollywood moguls have been perpetuating for years? Let's discover his potential. 50 Cent made a big move in his entertainment career by opening G Unit Studios in Shreveport, Louisiana. A lot of people gathered at Government Plaza to see him officially take over the studio lease from Louisiana officials. The event featured performances by local talents from Huntington and Booker T. Washington High School's marching bands, according to KTBS-3. The studio, previously called Millennium Studios and owned by the city, is now managed by G Unit Studios. The rapper behind In Da Club is using the popularity and impact of G Unit Film and Television to grow his entertainment empire. This company is home to his biggest TV hits, like the Starz series Power, which includes shows like Raising Kanan, Force, Ghost, and the BMF series. Fifth told Billboard, "As someone who has always believed in the transformative power of music, film, and television, I'm beyond excited to introduce the expansion of my G Unit Film and Television through the launch of G Unit Studios right here in Shreveport," he further said. From the gritty narratives of the streets to the compelling stories that define our era, G Unit has always been more than just entertainment. It's a platform for voices that need to be heard, stories that need to be told. Bringing G Unit Studios to Shreveport is not just a business decision. It's a commitment to fostering talent, creating opportunities, and building a community that thrives through creativity and innovation. We see Shreveport as a beacon of inspiration and creativity. With G Unit Studios coming to Shreveport, there's a chance for more jobs and better economic growth. This could lead to a better life for people in the area and spark more creativity in the community. It seems like there's a shortage of those kinds of things in the industry, partly because Hollywood heavyweights like Tyler Perry and Oprah focused more on building their own empires by making profits and keeping them for themselves rather than prioritizing broader community benefits. Another actress who has shared her experience working with Tyler Perry is Tiffany Haddish. She has allegedly talked about the unsettling side of Tyler Perry behind the scenes, revealing truths hidden from view. She opened up about feeling betrayed by Perry and how Hollywood's pressures took a toll on her, leading to her feeling like she lost herself and eventually facing cancellation. She also bravely spoke out against underpayment and a toxic work environment, drawing widespread attention to these issues. In a video interview with the Associated Press, Tiffany Haddish shared that despite the success of Girls Trip and its wide distribution on network TV and streaming platforms, she didn't receive any payment for her role in her first movie. This comedy from 2017, which also starred Regina Hall, Queen Latifah, and Jada Pinkett Smith, was a breakthrough for Haddish in the industry, earning her praise and awards. She discussed this experience while talking about the financial landscape of Hollywood during the SAG-AFTRA strike. Before Girls Trip, she worked on a non-union film where she was promised $1,200 but never received any payment. She said, "My very first movie I ever did that I was the star in, I was homeless while I was shooting that movie," Haddish said. "They were supposed to pay me $200 to do the movie. I wasn't in the union. It was non-union film, so there was nothing I could do about it. They never paid me. They never paid me a dime. The producers gave me 10 DVDs and said, 'Sell those. Good luck.' I never saw the movie."
I wasn't in a union. It was a non-union film, so there's nothing I really could do about it. They never paid me. They never paid me a dime. The producers gave me 10 DVDs and said, sell those, good luck.
Another actress who has spoken out against this ongoing problem is Mo'Nique, who has faced similar challenges in Hollywood. She was even sidelined and faced professional repercussions for raising her voice about these issues. She publicly criticized Tyler Perry for underpaying actresses and, in some cases, not paying them at all, but instead giving them cars as compensation. She said, "When you go and buy Tiffany Haddish a car," and her husband Sidney Hicks added, "If I give you what you are worth, you can buy your own car."
When you go and buy Tiffany Haddish a car, see, if we remember the movie Cadillac Records, I'll keep buying you a car, but I won't give you what you're worth.
Fifth's significant move has ignited hope among celebrities who have felt manipulated and taken advantage of by the powerful figures in Hollywood. They see his studio as a potential force for positive change, especially considering 50's outspoken stance against such behavior. Many people are hopeful that his studio will strive for something greater, particularly because 50 has been vocal about his feelings, particularly regarding Oprah's support of Tyler Perry and her actions that seem to undermine other women, despite her self-proclaimed role as a supporter of women. While Oprah is often seen as someone who helps others and gives back, 50 Cent doubts about her real motives. It seems Oprah might have a tough time ahead because the cast of The Color Purple, including Fantasia and others, recently accused her of some serious stuff. They claim Oprah put them through tough times on set, like long hours without security, having to share trailers, getting paid very little, and even going hungry. This surprising news made Fifth speak up, saying Oprah didn't treat them well during filming. The movie's budget is a whopping $100 million, which makes people wonder where all that money went. Oprah has faced criticism, especially after Taraji P. Henson complained about not getting fair pay for The Color Purple. Taraji said the first offer was so rude that she nearly walked away from the movie Color Purple.
I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost.
50 launching his own studios shows the support he has for black actresses working in Hollywood. He supported Mo'Nique when she spoke out about Tyler Perry and Oprah allegedly blacklisting her after she talked about being underpaid. Mo'Nique shared that she was paid just $50,000 for her part in Precious, which she felt was too low. When Tyler Perry and Oprah wanted her to promote the movie without paying her more, Mo'Nique said no. This situation has added to the discussion about fair pay and treatment for black actors in showbiz. A commentator remarked, "I don't think these women were paid well for this movie. Why do I feel she, Oprah, threw them under the bus the same way she did to Mo'Nique?" In a 2015 interview, Mo'Nique first talked about feeling blackballed by Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels, and Oprah Winfrey. She said she spoke to Daniels about it, but he didn't really explain why she was left out. Daniels later talked about the situation in The Hollywood Reporter, but his response cut off there. He said, demands through Precious were not always in line with the campaign, and that she had soured her relationship with the Hollywood community. It seems like the exact same situation the other actors had to go through while working on the set with Oprah. 50 stood up for Mo'Nique against the injustices Oprah and Tyler Perry did. On Instagram, 50 posted, "I'm sure Oprah and Tyler Perry would not want to continue allowing their influence to damage Mo'Nique's career, and this has gone on for way too long. So now would be a great time to apologize because I'm going to put her back on the green light gang. I don't miss." This is another reason why 50 standing up for these actresses is the reason why G-Unit Studios will be successful. Actors would prefer to work with 50, who is fair with people and wouldn't exploit them for his own benefit. Apparently, many actresses seems to leave Oprah and join 50's production crew instead. This isn't a new disagreement either. 50's been calling out Oprah for a while now, accusing her of making questionable moves, especially when it comes to black actors. He's directly accused her of favoring lighter-skinned predators over black actors, and he doesn't seem to want to let go of this feud anytime soon. But it's not just your usual argument. 50 Cent takes his teasing to another level by naming his dog after Oprah and his cat after her close friend, Gayle King.
That's Oprah.
That's Oprah. Okay. Named after the Oprah, and your cat's name is?
And Gayle.
Gayle, okay, Gayle.
Sadly, underpaying and exploitation isn't the only problem in Hollywood. Ice Cube also joined the conversation by exposing the dark side of the Hollywood. The rapper posted a disturbing video where he's addressed the camera directly, going on a lengthy rant about being at odds with the elites and gatekeepers. These gatekeepers appeared to be the most influential producers in the black entertainment industry. And while he doesn't explicitly name the Madea star, who else could be bigger than Tyler Perry in the black entertainment scene? But that's not the only thing he discussed. He said, "Some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club. And a lot of you listening to me right here and right now, you are not part of the club either. What club am I talking about? I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all got to deal with. You know who they are, and they definitely know who they are," he declares.
Some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club. And a lot of you listening to me right here, right now, you're not part of the club either.
The Boys N the Hood star strongly implies that the black community hasn't received support from the gatekeepers and, by extension, mainstream media. He said, "That's cool. We can do it ourselves, you know what I'm saying. We're still on the rise without these mother F, so we don't need them and you don't need them. So what am I going to do to deal with those mother F gatekeepers? Well, what I'm going to do is go on a F the Gatekeepers podcast tour," he explains. "And I'm going to talk to everybody and get a chance to get my message out to the people, be able to let people hear from me, you know." It was apparent that Ice Cube was actually referring to Perry as one of these gatekeepers. Over the years, there have been numerous discussions about the portrayal of black people in the media, which may not always be accurate. Perry's name has often been at the forefront of these discussions. Initially, Ice Cube challenged the film mogul for using his influence, driven solely by profit, to depict black people in a largely skewed manner. This portrayal has been embraced by mainstream media and has consequently been used to judge black people both within and outside the entertainment industry. Cube appears to be in a prime position to address this issue because, unlike Perry, the rapper-turned-actor has consistently used his platform to address the issues facing black America. Yet it's ironic that the one genuinely focused on addressing these issues is the one facing obstacles from the profit-driven individual. It just doesn't seem fair, does it? And to top it all off, consider this. Many black celebrities do not own large-scale studios in the industry, giving them the power to control what content gets produced. Now that 50 has entered the picture, things may change.
I'm not making television shows for just black households.
Right.
You know, diversity, I don't think diversity is black. Some people interpret you saying diversity as if it's black. I think it's showing, you know.
While Tyler Perry's studio has been the largest so far, it looks like he might soon realize the value of his contributions to Hollywood once 50 starts producing his own films. Additionally, it might become difficult for Tyler to attract more people to his studio and potentially exploit them. While it's not just Ice Cube who shed light on this matter, as many other people feel that Tyler Perry's work has discrimination. Many people working in the industry have asserted that they face racism and biasness in Hollywood, especially while working with Tyler Perry. A Twitter user took to publicly addressing Tyler Perry's films, voicing her discontent with what she saw as racial bias in his work. But she didn't stop there. She went on to claim that Perry harbors a fear of white people, which she believes influences his creative choices and decisions.
The man is trash. I'm just... period.
And it seems her sentiment is widely shared, with many black actors sharing their experiences and expressing their reluctance to work with Perry again.
I'm not a Tyler Perry fan, so this is what I got to say. It's funny how he got all this money to do everything but the right thing.
After finding success at the box office, Tyler Perry expanded into television with his hit sitcom, House of Pain. However, when negotiations for a profitable syndication deal and a spin-off series titled Meet the Browns began, controversy erupted. According to Deadline, Perry dismissed 4 writers who had asked for union contracts, sparking tension in the industry. Writer Terry Jackson shared her perspective with Deadline, stating, "We were good enough to create over 100 episodes, but now when it comes to reaping the benefits of the show being syndicated and having other spin-offs from it, he decides to let us go unless we accept a horrible offer." Tyler Perry's response to the writer's room dispute was to handle everything personally, stating that he now writes everything himself. However, Perry's conflicts with unions didn't stop there. In 2015, actor unions SAG-AFTRA and Actors Equity took action by barring their members from participating in Perry's stage play, Medea on the Run, because his production company refused to sign union contracts. While Perry may prioritize maximizing profits, his methods haven't received unanimous approval from everyone in the industry.
There's a camera on you, baby.
Is there a camera on me right now?
Back behind you.
Oh, hello. Praise the Lord. We'd like to tell everybody in Dallas that we are on our way. Thank you.
In response to the popularity of House of Pain and Meet the Browns, African-American journalist and cultural critic Jamilah Lemieux wrote an open letter to Tyler Perry, published by NPR. In her letter, Lemieux conveyed her unease with Perry's portrayal of stereotypes in his work. She wrote, "Through her, the country has laughed at one of the most important members of the black community, Mother Dear, the beloved matriarch. I just can't quite get with seeing Mother Dear played by a 6'3" man with prosthetic flopping in the wind. Our mothers and grandmothers deserve much more than that. Heck, our fathers and grandfathers deserve more. Mr. Perry, you have told the Hollywood old guard to kiss your backside, and I appreciate that, brother. But many black folks have expressed some of the very same attitudes about your work that white critics have. Tyler Perry's casting and portrayal of characters have caught the attention of viewers, sparking discussions about his approach to filmmaking. Some people point out that Perry often casts dark-skinned actors in villainous roles, while portraying lighter-skinned individuals as heroes in his movies and shows. This perception has sparked debate and conversation among his audience. However, it's not just about that. While 50 has opened his own studios to address these issues in the industry, another major issue persists. Many celebrities have spoken out against in Hollywood, including Diddy, who has been accused of exploiting and physically harming people for his own benefit. One notable celebrity who spoke against him is his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura. 50 has also had a long-standing feud with Diddy as he faced serious issues with him. 50 had previously allegedly claimed that Diddy is gay, and time has revealed allegations that he manipulates both men and women to suit his own needs. But the problem doesn't end there. Many have noticed Oprah's associations with influential figures in the industry. One notable connection was with Harvey Weinstein, who faced multiple accusations of SA and harassment. Oprah has also been seen socializing with Diddy at various events, which makes matters worse. To expose such kind of activities, 50 Cent plans to make a documentary about Diddy called Surviving Diddy. Last year, a spokesperson for 50 Cent confirmed to TMZ that his production company, G-Unit Films and Television, is working on a documentary about the accusations against Diddy. The spokesperson said that the proceeds from the documentary will go to help victims of SA and R. 50 Cent gave a sneak peek of the documentary on Instagram. In the clip, former Bad Boy Records rapper Mark Curry claimed that Diddy would put something in bottles of Moet at nightclubs to make women slippery. Curry said that Diddy would warn his friends not to drink from certain bottles.
They be regular Moet bottles. On them bottles right there, they'd been to have something to make the girls be real slippery.
We're all aware that Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, has been revealing information about Diddy's activities in Hollywood. Just picture the impact if Gene teamed up with 50 to expose everything. It would be explosive. Many fans also speculate that 50 might aim for a bigger cause and include discussions about Tyler Perry and Oprah in the documentary, considering 50's rise as a major producer in Hollywood. As Tyler Perry, Oprah, and other moguls like Diddy continue their business in Hollywood, some feel it's time for them to step aside. 50 aims to be a game changer in the industry, offering celebrities a safe environment to work in without racial discrimination, more creative freedom, and fair payment for their work. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment section below. That's a wrap for today's video, folks. Thanks for tuning in.